You're listening to Binging the Devil's Fruit, a One Piece manga read-through podcast where the best fruits are the ones you savor and are best enjoyed taking your time consuming. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Binging the Devil's Fruit. I'm your host, John Mugiwara Jam, joined as always by my co-host, Jad Peanut. Jad, how you been today?
As of recording, I'm currently fighting a cold right now.
Aw, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm a bit stuffed up, but I should be fine.
I was actually not feeling too great myself this morning. I had a light cough. I was a little phlegmed up, which is really surprising given how fucking hot it is today.
Yeah, it's good to they say in my area it feels like 102 degrees because of the humidity.
There's an excessive heat warning where I'm in right now, which is probably weird for those of you listening when this comes out in October. This episode's going out October, like around Halloween, but for you guys, we're recording this like the ass end of July, and I'm literally in an excessive heat warning all day. I was supposed to do some errands today before we recorded, but then when I saw that temperature, I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just do it tomorrow after work." Yeah, screw that, just screw all of that. And also, it's been about a month since we recorded the for the podcast. The last time we recorded was for the second movie we did with our very first guest, Prince Luffy.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
And if you guys are watching this in order, we're not recording this in order. We had another guest in the form of Rudy, Austen's What the Fuck Was That podcast guest host for the Adventure in the Ocean's Naval in the previous episode. But we're recording this one first because we're meeting up with her later.
Mm-hmm.
So that being said, now that we've gotten through the East Blue saga and the specials and movies that preceded that, we're beginning the I don't want to say the name of the saga because it's ruined something gets later. The second saga of the One Piece manga. So we're going to start with chapters 101 to 105 today. I don't think I have much else to say other than, Austen, it's a short one for you. This saga begins, this particular arc begins and ends on this episode. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, why waste any time? Let's get on into it. If you would like to read along with us while we binge The Devil's Fruit, Shonen Jump has their entire manga library available through their subscription service for just $2 a month. Or if you happen to have the physical volumes of omnibuses handy, that works too. No, we're not being paid to say this. I wish we were. And remember, when you hear this sound, that means it's time to turn the page. Anyway, thanks for coming along with us and enjoyed the read-through. Chapter 101, Reverse Mountain. And it's the... What volume of this is this of Kobe and Helmeppo? 16. I couldn't see it at first. The Travails of Kobe and Helmeppo, volume 16. Hindering a hindrance to the hindrance of the artillery attack. And it's... it looks like it's Vice Admiral Garp chopping a cannon in half.
Holy crap.
And Kobe's still holding up his pistol, even though it's been chopped in half already.
Yeah.
This is just becoming too dicey, for lack of a better word. All right, so Austen, as per tradition, you start us off on the next page.
And Luffy's diggling upside down. Oh no, Nami! The lighthouse gone out! This is bad! The guiding light is gone! It's a lighthouse. The light goes off sometimes, but that's why you brought me along, right? Trust me, I know what to do, and yeah, it's still pouring.
Yeah, right after they left Rogue Town, where it was like pouring down rain because that mysterious figure, I guess, called down the rain or predicted it accurately.
Wow, you're impressive. Of course. Now get down, will you? No way, you're not. Wait. No way, you're not getting my spot. Who said I wanted it? But this bothers me. According to the charts, the entrance to the Grand Line is up a mountain, and in the kitchen, and oh my god, Usopp's face. And
I love that the positioning of the wok pots in the background makes it look like Zoro's wearing Mickey Mouse ears.
Oh god. What the WAG asking is unreasonable.
Oh, I hope this strike comes to an agreement by the time you guys are hearing this.
I'm not holding my breath.
You never know. The UPS got theirs.
That's right. When I first looked at the chart, I didn't believe it, but look here. The guiding light was definitely pointing toward the first mountain on the red line.
And it's Nami pointing to a map of the Grand Line that she probably drew herself, actually. We have to run into a mountain? No, there's a canal here. A canal? Don't be ridiculous. And there's a little diagram of them imagining the going up a mountain canal. Canal or no canal, a ship can't sail up a mountain. Well, that's what the map says. Listen, you guys, Nami's always right when it comes to charts and navigation. But you stole that map from Buggy. Can we trust? Oh, she didn't draw it. She stole it from Buggy. We're climbing up a mountain in a ship. Yippee! Must be a mystery mountain. Why do we have to go through an entrance anyway? Can't we just sail south and go in from there? No way! He's right. There's a good reason for it. It'd feel wrong if we didn't go through the entrance. That's not it. She punches him. Like Luffy, she thought Luffy was on her side because he actually was paying attention. No, he's disagreeing because this isn't fun. Hey, how weird! The storm is gone all of a sudden. What? That's impossible. We're supposed to ride the storm up to the entrance. Ah, the weather's beautiful. What's going on? And then,
oh no, we're in the calm belt. Calm belt? What's that? The storm's still raging over there, but there's not even a breeze here. Cut the small talk, lower the sails, and start rowing. We gotta get back to the storm. Aye, Nami. Why are you so worked up, Ro? Don't you know this is a sail ship? Why do we have to get back to the storm? Just do what I tell you! But the weather's great. Fine, I'll explain to you. This ship is drifting south, just like you said a moment ago. So, does that mean we've entered the Grand Line? If it were that simple, anyone could do it! The Grand Line is sandwiched between two other seas. They're the calm belt, out where no wind blows. Calm, huh? So there's no wind. So what? So hey, what's that? An earthquake? Well, I'd see you, fool, and turn the page, and oh no.
Oh my god. It's a bunch of the giant sea monsters, and the ship is on top of the schnoz of one of them.
Oh god, look at these animals.
I was like, you know what? I was wondering where I recognize these things. In the We Are intro, the giant sea monsters are swimming by the ship. This is them. Turning the page, so that one didn't count. And it's everyone reacting. Usopp's foaming at the mouth, and they're huge. It's a nest of Neptunians. Nami just cowers by the mast, and then they're on the snout of like the big giant eel one. Now listen, when these guys go under again, we roll like mad. Got it. And then the giant sea snake that they're on sneezes and sends the ship flying. And then they hurtle towards the giant frog one. Giant frog! Don't get thrown overboard! Usopp fell! And Usopp fell into the frog's mouth. Usopp!
Oh no. Whoa! And back in the rain. Thank goodness it's just a typhoon we had to deal with. Now, you see why you had to use the entrance? Yeah, I get it, and they're all pretty sprawled out on deck.
After what just happened, that would be too.
That's it? What's it? Well, you do have to sail up the mountain. You still on that? The sea currents. The powerful currents from all four sea converge to that mountain. The water should rise up the sides to the canals, collide at top. And flow out into the Grand Line. This ship is already riding the current, so all we have to do is steer. The first mountain is Winter Island. So when the sea currents collide, the upper waters are forced back under. If a ship misses the canal, it breaks up and is swallowed by the sea. Get it? Aha! In other words, it's a mystery mountain. I guess you wouldn't understand. Nami, you're wonderful.
That is one of my favorite running gags in One Piece, where someone explicitly explains something and Luffy he has the attention span of a gnat, so he goes, it's a mystery, insert here. He does this every time.
I never heard of anyone sailing over a mountain before. I think I have. About a mystery mountain? No, about the Grand Line. I heard you got to be half dead before you enter. I knew it wouldn't be easy.
There's the mystery mountain! Wait, what's that shadow behind it? It's huge! That's the Red Line. The summit is not lost in the clouds. Yep, it's a giant mountain that spans the entire globe. All right, we're being sucked in! Steer carefully! And then Zoro and Usopp and Sanji are steering it. Leave it to us! Wow, I don't believe it. It's true! The ocean! It's the entrance to the canal! It's rushing up the mountain! Just like going up Splash Mountain now. Or Tiana's Bayou Adventure at this point.
Yeah, that's...
It doesn't matter. It won't be open when you guys are hearing this anyway. Mm-hmm. We're a little off. More to the right. You mean starboard. Here we go. And the steer snaps in half.
Oh no. And everyone's face. The whip snap.
Oh, that's what it's called.
We're gonna crash. Oh, and rushing right toward the pillow, but gum balloon, and Luffy jumps off, inflates himself inflatably again.
Mm-hmm. But it's not embarrassing because he basically saved their lives doing that.
Yeah, he cushioned the blow. Oh, land the ship stay in one piece. We're saved. Luffy, grab hold, and Luffy stretches his arm out,
and then he grabs hold, and they can bring Luffy back to the ship, and Sanji and Usopp are dancing with joy. Actually, they all are. We're in! And then the Going Merry just shoots right up to the top of the mountain into the air. And now we just slide down. Wow! I see it! The Grand Line!
And now it's another questions corner.
Oh boy. Okay, so do you usually do the fan first and then I respond? I don't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah, I think so. Here's a question for Oda Sensei. Zoro, Sanji, and Nami look too young to be drinking alcohol. Should they be doing that?
No.
Oh, straight to the point.
Well, they actually are all underage to be drinking.
Yeah.
I
don't follow no rules, John.
Exactly.
I don't usually do things like this, but I just had to send this to you. Here's a challenge for you. Try saying these words 3 times fast. Oh, no. Not that. No.
Atako shiki hiken. Kita kwashi shiken. Shatako shiko GT. Nope. Failed on the third one. Oh, a tongue twister, eh? This one's easy. Ready? And okay, next.
Oda Sensei, I've always wanted to ask you this. At the end of the Japanese volume, it says that photocopying without permission from the author is an infringement of copyright. But is it okay to photocopy things like the class schedule? Please tell me. From Gobi's cheerful friend number 3.
What do you mean I can't photocopy? I found them on Google. The illustrations on that page are rather complicated, but I've already gotten permission from the various parties, so it's okay. As far as the class schedule is concerned, I got word from people saying, at our school, we have 8 periods. Please, give me a break. I'm sorry. I guess your studies must keep you very busy. Okay.
And at the bottom, it's just an explanation of the tongue twister.
Yeah, and I wanted to try and see it, but it's a little shrunk on it. These tongue twisters play on the name of Hachi's tentacle sword overlord, Takoashi Kiken attack, which itself is a play on the Japanese term for dangers of plugging too many appliances into an outlet. Oh my god. Oda's wordplay strikes again. But perhaps we'll see more of his striking wordplay in Chapter 102, and now the Grand Line, and it's the 17th volume of the Travails of Kobe and Helmeppo. Helmeppo's big decision.
Oh, Helmeppo is not happy.
You know what, Father? You're cringe! And then it just cuts to Hannah Morgan doing the Squidward cry in the bathroom. All right.
Okay, I guess it's your turn.
Yep. And it's Luffy looking on as he hangs on to the Mary's bow. This is the world's greatest ocean. Let's go! As the ship goes down the opposite side of Reverse Mountain. And then they hear a noise. A very loud noise, mind you. What was that? Did you hear something? Who cares? Let's go! Maybe that's the wind. There are probably lots of unusual rock formations around here. And then they hear the noise again. Hey, what's that? Nami, I see a mountain up ahead. A mountain? That's not right. It should be an open sea once we pass the Twin Capes. But then Luffy starts to see it too.
Oh, it's a spread shot. It's no mountain. It's a whale.
A whale with what looks like a bunch of scars on its nose. What do we do? Should we fight it? Are you nuts? We can't fight a monster like that, but it's blocking our way. Up close like this, it's a wall. Where are the eyes? Oh, they may not be aware of us yet. But we're headed right for it. There's an opening to the left. Hard to port. The whip staff's broken. Do something. I'll help you. Hey, I've got an idea. What are you going to do, Luffy? And hard to port. It's no good. We're not turning. And then I'm guessing Luffy fires the cannon at the fucking whale. The cannon. Well, has the ship stopped?
And the headmask came right off and almost hit Nami. This is bad. Am I dead? My special seat! And that whale looks pissed and everyone's shitting their pants and... Let's get out of here while we can. What the heck? Didn't even know it's a cannon. Or is it just slow? Who knows? But now's our chance. And Sanji and Usopp are rowing frantically. Yeah, Sanji. Oh, my ears. Row, just row. Let's get away from it.
And then Luffy stands up. Huh? Listen, you! That was my special seat!
Oh, no.
And then Luffy prepares a gum pistol and punches him in the eye! What did you do to it? And everyone's like just all screams in unison, you hit it! And then the whale finally takes notice of them. It's looking at us! Come on, darn you! And then Zoro kicks him in the back of the head. Shut up, fool!
On the page. Oh no. Whale's opening his mouth. They're going to weigh a monster and they're going to run in. Luffy! And oh no, Luffy goes overboard. I'm gonna fall in. I'm not gonna die. This closes its mouth.
And Luffy is apparently on top of the whale's back. What do I do? They all got eaten up. And then Luffy starts punching the whale again. Hey, you spit him out. Give me back my friend. Spit him out. And of course, he doesn't take notice to this at all. And then Luffy starts to hear rumbling. Uh-oh, it's gonna dive! And he starts stomping on him. Hey, stop! Just a darn minute, give me back my friends! We're all going on an adventure, I need them! And then Luffy notices a hatch on the whale.
What?
Huh? And then the whale dives underwater. Sploosh. What do you think? Says somebody off screen, who we won't know until we...
What do I think? I don't know what to think. I was sure the whale straddled us. Is this a dream? Yeah, it's gotta be a dream. But what about the house on the island? Probably an hallucination. Oh no, big old squid. What's that? A Neptunian squid! And yeah, the squid's rushing at him. Oh, are those harpoons coming out of it?
Yeah.
Fucking harpoons.
Yep. The harpoons were shot from behind.
Oh. On the page.
And then Zoro and Sanji took notice of this. Looks like somebody lives here. I hope they're human. Hey, where's Luffy? I hate this. I want to go home. And then there's somebody pulling on those harpoons, turning, and then Luffy is now in like a corridor. Hey, what is this? What's all this stuff doing inside a whale? No ship, huh? Should we fire the cannon at that island? Hold on, someone's coming out.
Up, and it's in the chapter.
Yep, and that was the end of the chapter. So we're going to continue on and find out what the hell is going on inside this whale in chapter 103, The Whale. And there's no Kobe and Helmeppo thing this time. This time it's a illustration of Luffy on the whale with Smoker and Buggy looking on, which is weird because we've left those two behind in the East Blue.
Unless they're coming back soon. Hey, buddy, no, buddy. Hey, no. Hey. Hang on a second. Yeah, you get out of there, mister. You know what you did. Okay, I guess it's my turn to start the...
Yeah. Thank you, buddy, for preventing me from implicating on whether or not those two come back.
Okay, and Sanji's putting the house on the lone island. It's a flower! A flower? And... Oh, it's some old man with a sidebar goatee and flower petals for hair? What?
That's his hair.
Oh, wait.
I remember who this is. That's his hair.
No, it's a man. A man? He got the Neptunian squid like it was nothing. Did he mean to save us, or was he just fishing? And a whole lot of tension. And he's just in a lounge chair in the paper.
Say something, darn you! And he just looks on. No, you know what? Fine, take it. Oh,
okay. Say something, darn you! He's just looking at them saying nothing. You looking to fight? We'll take you out. We gotta get him. Forget it. Somebody's gonna die. Oh yeah? Who would that be? Me. Listen, you!
Just get the next one too. It's fine.
Positive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just finish this last bit.
Let's go get all steamed up. Who are you, mister? And where the heck are we? You think you can make a fool of me? Isn't it proper etiquette to introduce yourself before you start asking people questions? You're right. Sorry about that. My name is Crocus. I am the keeper of the Twin Capes Lighthouse. I'm 71, a Gemini, and my blood type is AB.
Oh my god, this scene is so... And you should see how this scene is handled in the anime. It is so much funnier. I while you were reading this, I was queuing it up so we could look at it later.
I'm gonna chop it up. Calm down. You want to know where this is? How dare you invade my personal resort and order me around like a bunch of big shots? Where do you think you are? In the belly of a mouse?
It's pronounced crocus, by the way.
Oh, crocus.
Then that whale that really did swallow us. Oh, what's going to happen to us? I don't want to be digested. The exit's over there. You mean we can get out? Why does the whale have an exit in its stomach? And why is there a door in the sky? Hold on, take a good look at the sky. They're painted. They're painted, pictures painted on the inside of the whale's stomach. It's a hobby of mine. What on earth are you up to? Forget him. There's an exit. Let's get out of here. I fucking love this scene so much. There he goes. Look, it's not an island. It's a ship, and it's made of metal. Then this isn't water. It's stomach acid. If we stay here too long, our ship will dissolve. There who goes, old man. What's happening to us? This whale is rubbing the red line with his head. What? Oh, yeah, I saw those terrible scars. There was something mournful about its cries. Huh? What do you mean? This whale is suffering.
And sure enough, it's banging its head on the red lines. So that's what the old man's up to. He's going to kill the whale from inside. Let's see. What a nasty way to do him in. Once you know the answer to this mystery, we better go. We'll lose our ship if we stay too long. Well, I don't want to start up the whaling debate, but I feel no obligation to save this whale. Let's just get out of here. And zoom. Oh, it's still banging its head. And Oh, poor Luffy's just being shaken around. What's going on here? Ah! Well, we've made it this far undetected, Miss Wednesday. The stomach is just on the other side of this door. The old man is probably there. We have to finish him.
Oh, wow.
If we want to take this whale. Mystery Man, Mr. Nine, and Mystery Woman, Miss Wednesday. Right, Mr. Nine. And our village needs this animal desperately.
Wow, okay.
And we'll introduce the 2 new characters.
Yeah, I was like wondering, like, are they are they in this arc or are they in the next one? But yeah, I keep forgetting the 4 Kids dub actually cut this arc out entirely because they really wanted to get to Chopper so they could market him.
Oh no!
And you'll see when we get there that cutting this arc was one of the dumbest things they could have done. Like, this is not a filler, as you know, it's in the manga, but it becomes way more important later. Oh, I'm getting dizzy. What? A dead end? What now? And then Luffy lands into he looks like a sewer canal. What now? Is it a sea? A river? Looks like a canal. And it tilts again. Oh, it's tilting! And then back with the crew. Hey, with all this sloshing going on, we can't reach the exit. I never want to hear the word sloshing ever again after I heard that little heart doo-doo thing from Mario Party from you. If we don't get out of here, we'll all be killed. You'll be killed, and Luffy too. I don't think he's hearing the stomach. I saw him get tossed out of the whale's mouth. Hey, the old man jumped in, and jumped in he did. What's he doing? He'll be dissolved. And he's swimming down to the bottom where, yes, you can see some people have been dissolved. People and objects and fish. He's heading for the exit. We better get out of here, too, before the whale gets any crazier. Whoa! It's our only chance is the road. Come on!
Okay, Miss Wednesday. We'll open it up on 3, 2, 1, baby. Be ready to fight. Roger, Mr. Nine. Let's do this. I can't stop, help! And sure enough, Luffy starts running. What's that, Mr. Nine? I don't know, Miss Wednesday. Oh! And, Luffy just starts running into them, and the little door slams open, and they go flying. This isn't good, Miss Wednesday. That's a sea of stomach acid under us. No! Luffy? Hey, so you're okay? Then save me! And all 3 of them splash into the stomach acid.
Who are those strangers with Luffy? Hey, the old man's getting away. Forget him. We gotta save Luffy. And then Crocus is still swimming towards wherever he's going. And then cut to the outside. The whale is still smacking his head up against the red line. Stop it, Laboon. Stop hurting yourself. And then, he's going to a giant syringe. There isn't much tranquilizer left. I'll have to make some more soon. And then he injects Laboon to get him to stop. That rock wall separates the world seas. You couldn't break it if you rounded your head till you turned to mush. Laboon. And then the whale finally calms down.
Oh, it's trapped. The whale's calmed down. Well, who are you guys? And, those 2 strangers are tied up. Mr. Nine, these people are pirates. I know, Miss Wednesday, but surely they'll understand if we explain the situation to them. As long as I live, you'll never harm Laboon, Crocus shouts. Who's the old man? He's back. Oh, yeah, but holding his stomach. There's nothing to stop us from blasting a hole right through his inside. Oh, and they fire their big muskets. You can't stop us from whaling. Oh, you no good bullies. And holy shit, he jumps in the way of those buckshots, and oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
The old man took the blast for the whale.
Then he was protecting the whale? And then Miss Wednesday and Mr. Nine are reacting to the shots. Ha 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 ha! Your efforts are for nothing. You can't stop us. This whale is going to be our food for our village. Why is the old man... What's going on? Ugh. And then Luffy stands up and punches Mr. Nine and Miss Wednesday in the back of the heads. They had it coming. And then as time passes on, Crocus sits down with Luffy and the rest of them as they tied up Mr. Nine and Miss Wednesday, justifiably. Laboon is an island whale, a species that only lives in the West Blue. They're the biggest whales in the world. Those creeps are from a nearby village. They're after the Laboon's whale meat. They could feed their whole village for 2 or 3 years on his flesh. But I won't let him do it. There's a reason he keeps pounding against the red line and crying toward the reverse mountain. One day, when I was a lighthouse keeper, a friendly bunch of pirates came down Reverse Mountain, and behind their ship came a little whale. It was Laboon.
They've been sailing the West Blue together. Their voyage was going to be fraught with danger, so they asked Laboon, so they left Laboon behind, or so they thought. Normally, island whales travel with their kinds in pods, but for Laboon, those pirates were his kind. The ship was damaged, so they stayed at the Twin Capes for several months. And I got to be good friends with them. Then on the day they left, the captain asked me if I'd take care of Laboon for him for a couple of years. We're going to circumnavigate the world and return here. Laboon understood, so we raided here together. Oh. That's why he keeps banging against the cliffs and calling out to the other side. But then... that was 50 years ago. He still thinks his friends are coming back. Oh, the poor Ralph.
Yeah.
Questions time.
It's the end of the chapter, which means it's time for another SBS. They put the next... I was like, wait, they put the Kobe Humuppa thing at the end? No, that's the beginning of the next chapter. So, I'll be the fan submission. How often do you get fan letters? Is it weekly? If I mailed one on November 1st, would you receive it? Please let me know.
And Japan fan letters go to Shueisha's Weekly Shonen Jump editorial department. Then some part-timers sort the mail by author, and my editor brings me my letters each week. So if you're lucky, I might get your letter the day it arrives in the editorial department. Normally I get them within a week or two. I'll tell Japan the mail will take longer. We just should send the letters to the address below.
And I wonder if that address is even still valid anymore. After all, this was published in America like 2004-ish? I mean, Viz Media is still around, obviously. We're using their fucking subscription to read this. But in Volume 7, you wrote you wore the same expression as your characters when you drew them. But is it true that when you draw Nami's sexy expressions too, do you wear that expression?
Why, of course. The sexiness of my expression surpasses even though the magazine creams, according to the town gossips. Oh no, John!
Hey, H-John, this is the first time I'm writing. This is embarrassing. I have a question for you. Lucky the clown comes apart, right? Does that go for all of his parts? Don't draw anything else unless you've answered my question.
Yeah, that goes for all of his body parts. Oh.
And then when he does the Chop Chop festival where he's all split, everyone looks up and goes,
"Nice cock."
Oh, John.
And with that, that's the end of chapter 103. And we're going to move on to chapter 104, Cape Promise. And it's volume 18 of Kobe and Humuppa's Chronicle of Toil. Volume 18, Vice Admiral Garp's Negligence.
I was sleeping.
Yeah, that's his justification for why Axan Morgan got the jump on him. And to be honest with you, I guess that's reason enough. Without saying more that I shouldn't. All right, so this is an even number chapter, so I'm starting, I guess. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's the Crocus's little island and the Mary are in that river canal. Oh, this waterway is so cool! And you built the inside with the whale without getting killed. What made you do it? A whim? A whim? Yes, a doctor's whim. I may not look it, but I am a physician. I ran a clinic on the Cape years ago. I spent a few years as a ship's doctor. A ship's doctor? Really? Then be our ship's doctor. Ridiculous. I'm too old to look after a bunch of reckless young fools. So you're a doctor and you live inside a whale? That's right. When they get this big, it's impossible to treat them from the outside. I'm opening the doors. And then he opens the big doors for the mirror to get out. Wow, we're outside, a real sky. What do we do with these two? Throw them overboard. And there's like a little opening inside Laboon now. I'm wondering if him ramming his head is why he hurts, but also a door is in his body. Maybe he doesn't notice. And then they actually did what they said. They throw Mr. 9 and Miss Wednesday overboard. What is this? A sea of gastric acid? No, it's the real sea, Miss Wednesday. It seems, Mr. 9, that those pirates knocked us out.
Who are you guys anyway? Shut up, mind your own business. Wait, Miss Wednesday, don't forget that all business is pirates. That's right, Mr. 9. You know, organization will be very interested in them. Just you wait and... They laugh evilly as they swim like hell. We'll meet again, you hillbilly pirates. And Crocus, one day we'll get that whale. Miss Wednesday, eh? A woman of mystery. See you around, sweetheart. And oh my god. The Sanji. What's this? They must have dropped it. Oh, and he's got compass wristwatch from the looks of it. Should we let them go? Will they come after the whale again? No matter what we do, some no-good whales are sure to show up. Okay, let's see. So he's been waiting 50 years, and he still believes they're coming back for him? Those pirates have kept him waiting a long time. This is the Grand Line. Those guys said they'd be back in a couple of years. It's been 50 years now. There's your answer. They're dead. They'll be waiting for him till the end of time.
How can you be so cynical? You don't know that. They can still return. It's the heartbreaking story of a whale that never lost his faith in its friends. I'm afraid reality is even crueler than fiction. Those pirates fled the Grand Line. I have it from a reliable source. What? And they abandoned the poor whale? I can't believe it. But to flee the Grand Line, they'd have to cross the Calm Belt. Precisely. That's why their fate is uncertain. But even if they are alive, they can never return here. The season, the climate, the ocean currents, even the air currents, everything about this place is unpredictable. On these seas, nothing is ever normal. Weak hearts soon succumb to the fear of the Grand Line. And the weak of heart cared more for their lives than their promise they had made. And hightailed it out of here, huh? Then they did abandon the whale, and after 50 years, he still believes in those jerks. It's too cruel. But why don't you tell Laboon the truth? He can understand human speech, can't he? I told him the whole story, but he wouldn't listen. Wouldn't listen? Laboon, I have something to tell you. And it's him flashing back to telling Laboon when he was a little baby whale. Those pirates you left in my care have fled the Grand Line. I know they were your friends, and they made you a promise, but they're never coming back. And then the whale screams. Laboon, and he screams some more. I'm not trying to imitate a whale screaming. Laboon, listen to me! They'll never! I know you don't want to believe it, but you have to accept it. Please listen to me! Laboon! Oh. And he's just yelling into eternity. You, and that's when it began. Laboon turned toward Reverse Mountain and began to wail. Then he started ramming the red line with his head. It's as if he were convinced that any day now the pirates would return from behind the mountain. I've tried explaining to him many times, but he refuses to face the truth. That's some whale, betrayed, yet he still believes. But he's waiting for nothing. Yes, he ignores what I say. He's afraid to lose his reason for waiting. After all this time, he's terrified of losing that hope. His home is the West Blue, which lies on the other side of the red line. But there's no way home from here. Those pirates he came here with were not only his friends, they were his one hope for going home. Well, you can't help but feel sorry for him. But they lied to you too. Why do you still take care of him? Look at the scars on his forehead.
If Laboon continues to ram the red line, he will surely die. We have an odd relationship, but we've been together for 50 years. I can't stand by and watch him die. Huh? And Luffy's got the mask. What is that idiot doing? Take your eyes off him for 1 second and maybe like ice mountain climbing. And he's What's that? Okay, I reached the top. Is that your newest wound? And yep, there's a bit of blood spilling out. Gum. Baguette!
Bouquet, as in like
bouquet.
a bouquet of flowers.
Shit. Oh, yeah, I know when he sticks the mast right into the wound. Hey, isn't that a mast of our ship? Yeah, that's the main mast, and...
No.
Oh, and he's the poor whale's sweating, and
then the whale just starts screaming, "What the heck are you doing? Don't destroy our ship!" And Luffy's just hanging on as the whale's flailing around. "Oh, he's coming this way! He's gonna ram us!" And then the whale does just that.
Hey, kid, watch out, old man. You'll be alright. Not even a whale can smash Luffy. Dummy. And Luffy is kicked off. Why you? And he's hit right into the lighthouse. What's he up to? What is he up to, indeed?
He punches the whale in the eye. He punches the whale in the eye again.
Luffy, what are you trying to do? And it's like pausing. Luffy, he looks serious. It's a draw. I'm pretty strong, huh? What?
The whale, him and the whale were apparently fighting. Our match isn't over yet. We still have to settle it. Your friends may be gone for good, but now you got a rival, me. After we circle the Grand Line, I'm coming back here, and we're gonna fight again. And then Crocus smiles, as the rest of the crew does too. And then I guess Laboon screams happily this time. He's not angry or sad anymore.
Oh.
And that's the end of the chapter.
And another questions corner.
All right.
I'll be the fan this time.
Yep.
I'm president of the International Somewhat Cool Hair Federation. Chef of the restaurant ship has cool hair color, length, and luster. All really cool. So Chef has been chosen as the 31st Somewhat Cool Hair Champion. Congratulations! Oda-sensei, may we please have your comments?
Well, now I'm curious about the other 40 champions.
I mulled this over for some time. How can Oolong wear finger rings when you got red fingers? Please tell me.
He sticks them right onto his fingers. They're more like pierced rings than normal rings.
Ow! Ooch. Ring, click. Hello, this is Minoanta. Listen to this. Huh? You're not Minoanta? Oda-sensei? Oh, sorry. Wrong number. Click.
That's okay. Wait, how did you write to somebody and then realize, it's wrong number? At that point, wouldn't you throw the letter away and write again? It's just some kids in Japan having fun, I guess.
Episode 1. Help, Oda, baby! I think this guy named Yamada who lives next door is a fistman. I mean, he's got gills on his face, huh? I feel a sudden chill. Maybe I turned the air conditioner up too high. I sense something there. The sound of a lightsaber being activated.
I'm not saving you.
To be... Okay, that was chapter 104.
Before we end, there's like a little note. Mino Anta is a thinly disguised reference to a popular TV show host in Japan who takes calls from viewers during a show. Okay. So it's basically, it's like he was pretending he was like calling him like Conan O'Brien or something.
Okay.
All right. So that's the end of that chapter. So let's finish off our episode by reading Chapter 105, Log Pose. And it's volume 19 of Kobe and Helmeppo's Chronicle of Toil. Morgan, alone. Not to be confused with one of the best episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, and sure enough, Morgan is alone, as he's the only one on the dinghy.
Yeah, makes me wonder what the hell happened to Helmeppo. I guess we'll find out next time. Mm-hmm. But for now...
Oh my god. And And Laboon has the straw hat skull and bones painted on his skulls. Oh my god. Right, okay. That marks our contract. So don't go ramming into stuff and erasing it before we get back. Okay. Now, let's plan our voyage. This elephant true bluefin is a cooked stream.
Oh yeah, the elephant bluefin they picked up in Road Town.
The darn rail, he almost wrecked our ship. Hey, give me a hand here, So. No, So is just sleeping away as Usopp fixes the mast. I'm not the ship's carpenter.
Ah! Hey, what's all that racket? What's wrong, Nami? If it's lunch you want, I'll have it all ready. All right, it's time for lunch. The compass! It's broken! It's spinning like crazy! You came to the Grand Line unprepared. Well, I never. Were you planning to throw your lives away? Food! You can eat hay. God damn it, Sanji. I told you, there's nothing normal about this ocean. Your compass isn't broken. Then what is it? A magnetic field? Exactly. The many islands of the Grand Line are rich in minerals. The region is filled with abnormal magnetic fields. And to make matters worse, the sea and wind currents follow no clear pattern. As a mariner, you must realize how dangerous that is. If you were to set sail without knowing this, you'd surely perish. And without any other way of telling direction, your journey would be hopeless.
I didn't know. Don't worry. This is bad. Can you handle it? Nami, you're so cute, even when you don't know something.
True.
What's bad? Shut up. Hey, the bluefin and trunk is good. You got to have a log pose if you're gonna sail on the Grand Line. A log pose? What's that? It's a special compass that records magnetic fields. You mean a real compass? They have an unusual shape. Like this? Oh, and he's holding up that compass wrist wrap he got from those two pirates. Yes, like that.
Yep, he did pick up a log pose.
Just getting into the Grand Line is hard enough. Without a log pose, navigation is impossible. I see, but wait a second. Where'd you get that? And he punches Snoopy. Those strange people dropped it when they left. Those two? Why'd you hit me? Just cause. Just cause?
Oh no, they're in the abusive portion of the relationship.
So, this is a log pose. It has no markings. The many islands of the Grand Line have magnetic fields that operate according to their own peculiar laws. Therefore, you must record the magnetic field that connects one island to another in the log pose. And then sail to the next island. So basically, the log pose is it's a compass that needs to be charged and reset every time you go to a new island. So once you go to one island, you have to wait for it to reset so you can go to the next one. I think they explain this later, but just in case they don't. Okay.
On this ocean, normal navigation instruments don't work, so you have to depend on your log pose to display the magnetic fields. Using this mountain as your start point, you must pick one of 7 magnetic fields. No matter which island you begin, all the routes eventually become one. And the last island of them all is... Alright, so in the manga it says Raftel, but as the manga has gone on, they've actually changed what it's actually called. So I'm going to use its actual name, like we do with Zoro. Laugh-Tale. It's the last island of the Grand Line. In all of history, only one group of pirates is known to have landed there for sure. The crew of the Pirate King. Laugh-Tale is the stuff of legend. Is that where it is? The One Piece? Perhaps. No other legend is as tempting, yet no one else has ever reached the island. You mean until we get there? Luffy grins as he's still eating that fish.
All right, let's go. I'm done eating. You ate the whole thing? God, you even ate the bones. Like a Tasmanian devil. A log pose. A log pose, eh? I better be careful with it. The fate of our journey rests on it. You scratchy, a crap jerk. I made that for Nami. I wanted her to have the best of it. Oh! and he kicks Luffy in the face, setting him blind. Oh no. No.
And kicking Luffy, it knocked the log pose off the wristband and into the water.
Go soak your heads! Oh, and she kicked him right off the cliff.
Yeah, well, Sanji will be fine. It's Luffy I would be concerned about. Hey, wasn't that thing really, really important? What do we do, Sir Crocus? Our log poses! Don't panic. You can have mine as thanks for helping Laboon. Well, and then it's Mr. 9 and Miss Wednesday again. I guess they didn't stick around too far. Well, can you see the Mr. 9? I'm not sure what just happened, but I think the girl has it. You idiot! How could you lose our precious log pose? I'm sorry, Miss Wednesday. Without it, we can't get back home. We should have bagged that whale long ago. If we don't get back and explain things to the boss, we'll soon have our heads. We have to get it back somehow. We can't afford to wait, even if we don't have any weapons. And then they hear something in the air. It can't be! The Unluckies! Drat, we've been gone too long. It's Mr. 13! And it's Mr. 13 and Miss Friday, who are a vulture and an otter.
The hell?
An otter wearing pajamas. The mysterious sea otter, Mr. 13, and the mysterious vulture, Miss Friday. But wait, it wasn't our fault. Some pirates jumped us. We'll explain everything to the boss. We didn't betray him.
And the otter's just igniting a fuse by slamming two clams together. Oh my god.
He's cracking it on my tummy.
And he slid a bomb and it dropped right on them and boom. Well, they managed to make it out of the water since, and so did Sanji and Luffy. Allow me, Mrs. Wednesday. Oh, thank you. Hey, we have a request.
Whiskey Peak? What's that? It's the name of our town. You lost your ship and you lost your ship and you want us to take you home? Why should we help you, Mr. 9? You tried to kill that whale. Who are you guys anyway? I am a king, liar. Ow! We can't tell you. We just want to go home. We promise to repay you. It's not our fault. Our work requires it to be secretive. Our company's motto is mystery. That's all we can reveal. We appeal to your kindness and compassion. Don't trust them. Those two are no good. By the way, we broke the log pose you dropped. Do you still want to come with us? What? You broke it? That log pose was mine. We got down on our hands and knees and begged, and you're stuck here too? Oh, but we have the one the Crocus gave us. We appeal to your kindness and compassion. Drat, she tricked us again, that mink. It's okay. You can come with us. Wow, Luffy is way too trusting.
Yeah. It's time. The log pose will be full now. Did you use the map to set it? Yep, it's all set. It's pointing to Risky Peak. Are you sure you want to take those two, boy? Once you've chosen your course, there's no changing it. If you don't like it, we'll just sail around again. So you will. Stupid pirates. And those who are up or something. Goodbye, Flower Man. Thanks for the log pause. Good luck, you two. Goodbye, whale. Could that bunch be the pirates you've been waiting for all this time? The boy has a strange air about him. Eh, Roger?
Oh! Crocus said he was the ship doctor on a famous pirate ship.
Oh!
Turns out he was the doctor on the Roger Pirates.
Oh!
And
it's another question.
And yep, so this is the last one. I guess you were the fanboy the last time, so it's me. Mm-hmm. To what extent can Buggy split himself up? I've been thinking about it so much I let my hair grow for 3 days straight.
Buggy, eh? Well, I'll just say into big chunks. Just one, he lose control of himself. But that aside, since you've been growing your hair, why don't you enter the cool hair contest that came up earlier?
Bitch, try growing out for 3 years like I did. All right, let's start the SBS corner.
Yay! I brought that up right out of the blue. Surprised? there have been a lot of postcards like that lately, and postcards like this.
On page 78 of Volume 9, the panel shows the kanji characters koi, love, and sake, rice wine. But you didn't mean koi, carp, and sake, salmon, did you? I mean, you wouldn't do that, would you? By the way, what kind of fishmen are they?
That's such on materia. I can't remember. Anyway.
Hello, this postcard is to Oda Sensei. Who else? Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is, I'm Timmy Maiko. Does the name Timmy ring a bell? That's right, it's just like Timmy Ueda. I'm Ueda's younger sister. My brother owes you for volume 10. This time I'm writing the thank you postcard. I'm the hee loving sister, and that's where I'll stop before Oda Sensei puts an end to this. After all, I'm a member of the SBS hijacking gang. SBS is over!
Not again. Why you, Timmy?
And that is also the end of the Reverse Mountain / Laboon arc. Austen, I guess we can get your thoughts on how that one went.
It was a nice little diversion. And we got to meet, got a pic of how treacherous the Grand Line is, and these two city counters with the Mr. and Miss numbers, for some reason it rings a bell with something that happens later on that I vaguely remember.
Yep. At the very least, one of those two are very, very important, and I'm not going to tell you which one. It might ring a bell based on what little knowledge you may or may not passively remember, but yeah. This was also an arc that the 4Kids dub cut from their airing of the anime. They cut it out entirely. Like when the Laboon showed up, they showed like it was like some kind of mist, and they skipped over it. And
seriously?
Yeah, they skipped this arc and a later one because they really wanted to get the Chopper, because they wanted to try and market him, but they never really which is weird because they never marketed him in the first place. They didn't even make Chopper plushes.
Oh my god!
I don't think 4Kids had very much. That's true. 4Kids didn't really have a lot of One Piece merch to begin with, which is honestly blessing in disguise. We have a better dub now. Mm-hmm. I mean, they just crossed the 1,000 episode mark in the dub finally, so they're catching up. They're catching up. Like, yeah, the anime in Japan is only at like 1,000. Bless you. Only at like 1,088, I think. So they're not far behind. But yeah, so that's going to do it for this episode of Binging the Devil's Fruit and this arc. The next time, I think, is an arc we're going to cover in only 2 episodes. So perhaps then. And also, because we haven't recorded it yet, if you hadn't yet, check out our previous episode of the TV special we did with Rudy, where we cover the first TV special that never aired in America. Actually, none of the TV specials aired in America ever. Up until the later ones where they do retellings of like the old arcs. Like they don't air on television, but they released them on Blu-ray in America. We'll let you know when we get to those points. But either way, thank you guys again so much for watching. And we'll catch you guys on episode 25 next time, where we cover chapters 106 to 110. Till then, I've been John Mugiwara JM.
I'm Chad Peanut.
And we'll see you guys next time for the beginning of the next arc. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you for binging The Devil's Fruit with us today. If you'd like to enhance your binging experience even further, for just $3 a month, not only do you get access to episodes 1 week before they go live for the public, you also get exclusive access to our commentary tracks for our One Piece anime movie special reviews on our Patreon. The review episodes themselves will always be free to all listeners, but if you want the commentary tracks, that's patreon.com/superbonusround. Thanks for your support.